Logan Paul burger eaten halfway at IHOP. $15, this is a burger from IHOP sold to Logan Paul.
Meme of the day.
Sonic the Hedgehog has to be one of the most iconic and memorable video game properties out there. For better or for worse, that means there's a ton of ways Sonic has been pushed into other mediums. We've had Sonic on all kinds of things for years. From face cream to hotel rooms, Sonic has done just about it all. I think we should take a look at all the crazy and weird Sonic promotions and collaborations from over the years because I have nothing better to do today. Without any further ado, let's go. First, let's go through one of the most common forms of Sonic promotions. Food. Sonic has a very long history with food. Where do we even start? Oh, I've got an idea. Let's go through the average day of a Sonic fan so we can showcase as much food as we can. Because screw it, who would ever do this except me? So, let's call him Jeff. I don't know. So Jeff wakes up and treats himself to a hearty bowl of Sonic chocolate cereal and spreads some Sonic hazelnut spread onto that toast he made from his Sonic toaster. He then chugs that down with some Sonic Mania soda and is off to work. On his way, he spots an ice cream truck and decides to grab a Sonic the Hedgehog ice cream bar with gumball eyes. At work, Jeff snacks on Sonic fruit roll-ups and biscuits. At lunchtime, Jeff feasts on a Sonic Happy Meal and a Sonic Fanta. Jeff later comes home hours later and is ready for dinner. He goes and nabs some Sonic Arby's, all to come home and pop open a can of Sonic cheese and meatballs alongside. Later, he goes to get some dessert, and he ends his day with a Sonic the Hedgehog chocolate egg. Well, that was fun, but what else is there? Well, what about theme parks? Sonic's got a couple of these, too. First, there was the Sonic Innovations promotion. For years, Sega had their own exhibit at the Innovations building in Epcot, and it was awesome. You could play Sega games, see upcoming ones, and most importantly, when you walked in, you were greeted by a huge Sonic statue atop a spinning barrel from Sonic 3. He, of course, isn't there anymore as the Innovations building was closed itself, but there was a more recent Sonic theme park attraction that filled the void swimmingly, that being Sonic Spinball at Alton Towers in the UK. But before we talk about that, there was another ride at Sonic Alton Towers which featured Sonic 2, that being Toyland Tours. It was a ride where you'd go through a giant house and simulate being a tiny little toy or something, whatever, who cares. The point is there was a giant Sega section dedicated to Genesis, and in there was a Sonic animatronic that would hold a joystick, tap his foot, and shake his head. But enough of that, it's time for Sonic Spinball. This was a re-theme of a previously existing ride called Spinball Wizard, but what makes it 5 trillion times better than that stupid piece of crap was because Sonic got his own ride at a theme park. This wasn't just a cameo, this was a full-on new experience. You would spin up, down, and all around, and if you were lucky to get stuck on the ride and have it malfunction like they had one job, what the hell, you got to hear the first ever public appearance of Roger Craig Smith, whose autograph I just won, as Sonic.
Hey guys, we've just had to stop spinning for a moment. A member of staff will be with you real soon. In the meantime, please keep your arms and legs inside the car. Once again, a member of staff will soon be with you. Keep your arms and legs inside the car. Thanks, guys.
But wait, there's more, because Sonic got his own hotel room. For the low price of $200 to $300 a night, you could stay at a Sonic the Hedgehog hotel room. There were wall decals, a giant ring bed, consoles, and even a riddle that would let you open a secret drawer with plushies and fast passes. And maybe even exclusive merchandise depending on when you stayed. But here is by far the most iconic part of the collaboration. That being this. If you open the door at certain times, you might have gotten a special message from Sonic.
Hey, welcome to my room. Keep your eye out for Dr. Eggman now. Let's go! Whoa!
People were terrified. Was this the new voice for Sonic? It sounded so bad. However, it was quickly found out that the speakers and hardware in the room weren't the best, and it was just an error making it go super slow and distorted, so all was good. But wait, there was still more. You could get special Sonic noodles with a stand next to the ride. Oh hey Jeff. Oh yeah, and there was a Sonic mascot costume too. Along with that, the final thing I want to mention about the Sonic Alton Towers promotion is the Sonic statue that stood outside the Sonic Spinball ride every day. He's actually still at the park. If you take the Skyliner, you can actually see him in a storage building. He's just chilling there until the end of time. What else is there? Oh, I forgot about the absolute modern classics known as the Sonic Cafes. In 2016, only in Japan, Sega teamed up with Sweets Paradise to create the Sonic 25th Anniversary Cafe. There were actually 2 of these in 2016, only for a limited time, but I'm mainly going to focus on the Sweets Paradise one as it's much more documented. Either way, this was amazing. There were decorations, exclusive food, including the absolute god known as the Tails Lab Experiment Solution, and the, not even joking here, legitimately awesome Sonic Latte. Oh yeah, and there was one little tiny other touch they added. All over the cafe, there were a bunch of Sonic plushes that lined the place. That Sonic plush just so happened to be the insanely rare Sonic Adventure 2 Soap Shoes Sonic plush. This caused an outrage. Sega still had these? This many of them, what the f? People would give an arm and their leg and probably a bit of their soul just to have this guy. And here's Sega using him at a cafe in Japan only for a limited time. So let me clarify. You could eat an Eggman omelet whilst drinking your Chow Bouncy drink, all while staring at this $900 Sonic plush while you ate your food. Only in Japan, and guess what? It happened again! When Sonic Forces came out, Sonic X Sweets Paradise returned, and would you know it, along with Sonic Forces renders, goddamn you Tails! Sonic Forces renders and logos drenched the store, and they got new food, including such classics like the Scotch egg of the Eggman Empire, and yes, the Tails noodles. But there was now an official documentation of creating the absolute savior of the human race, the Soap Sonic Christmas tree. Speaking of Forces, there was a Sonic Forces X Hooters promotion that was going on a few months before the Sweets Paradise Cafe, and goddamn it, they had even more Soap Sonics here! Now the final thing I want to talk about is by far my favorite type of Sonic promotion. Sonic the Hedgehog statues. Since nearly the beginning of the franchise, Sonic statues have basically been a tradition. With nearly every new game or event, Sega usually whips up one of these boys. There are so many of these, it's nearly impossible to show them all, so I recommend you go watch Badnik Mechanic's video on them, because he goes over like every single one ever, and it's super well made. But for now, here are a few of my favorites. First, there's this boy who stands at 10 feet tall and was on display at San Diego Comic-Con in 2013. Then there's this one from E3 that replicates the Sonic Adventure box art. Another awesome one is the Sonic Generations one, also from E3, which also got a smaller version commercially released. Now those are all good, but what about the bad? Well, there are plenty of those. This guy apparently resides at the Sega Prize Europe showroom. I don't know, that's what Sonic Gear says. He is so bad, I don't even know where to start. The blue arms, the expression, the pose, he's so bad. Here's one of my personal favorites, being this lovely Tails. He has the same problem that the Sega World Sydney Tails plush has. His eyes are creepy. Okay, time to change the subject. Some of these actually have some cool histories to them. For example, these two infamous ones from Sega World Sydney. These two were once a flagship photo opportunity at the park, and now they're rotting away in a dump in Australia. Isn't that nice? And now we come to probably the most well-known Sonic statue ever made at this point. The Sonic statue from the Japanese woods. This guy was found in 2015, and nobody knew where it really was, but thanks to a very huge search effort, he was found. But after that, there was another problem. Who owned it? Again, people teamed up and found it to be a Mr. Yuji Kadera. Unfortunately, he had passed away a few years before this was found out, but thankfully his family were willing to speak about the statue and answer some of the questions people had. They said that apparently either Mr. Kadera or one of his sons operated the Sega World Arcade in which the statue originated from, as you can see in this video, and he apparently saved it from destruction and put it outside of his house so people could find his house. But that's not all from the story, as it has an even happier ending. In August of 2020, the statue was fully redone and remade with the blessing of Kadera's family. Sonic had been given a new nose, a new shiny coat of paint, and he's now a super huge tourist destination in Japan. It looks like he'll be there for many years to come. Sorry, I kinda got sidetracked there, but that's just such a cool story of the real superpower of teamwork, and I couldn't help myself. The last things I wanted to talk about were my top 3 Sonic statues ever made. So let's wrap this video up and do that real quick. Number 3 is this statue of the Tornado 2. Based off of Sonic Adventure, it shows Tails piloting it while Sonic rides atop. The Sonic on top has been detached though, and he now spins around in Sega's headquarters in Japan. As for the Tornado and Tails, they're probably destroyed and in pieces in a dump somewhere, as that tends to happen with a lot of stuff like this. Coming in at number 2, we've got this huge Sonic from China. He sat above a Chinese Joy Palace for a few years, and he was massive. He was taller than 4 fully grown humans. He stood atop there waving for a few years, but then he was taken down due to safety concerns, the freaking wimps. And at the prestigious number 1 spot, we have Shadow with a Glock. Well, that wraps up our Sonic promotion adventure. Sonic clearly isn't just a game, he's an icon. And nothing shows that better than these promotions. Hopefully we can see more crazy stuff like this in the future. I mean, if Sonic face cream exists, why can't Sonic gasoline? Anyway, leave your favorite Sonic promotions in the comments below. Bye!